Hello, thank you for watching. If you could subscribe or leave a like or leave a comment, I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for watching. So this little JCB 803 mini digger. The two idlers are kaput. I'll show you one now. I've loaded one up, but see there? Like a cow's tail.
Oh no!
So there's a big gap there where the bearing should be. So to get these off, you have a bolt with a grease nipple middle weight. You take that out, and then you can push it back. And that slackens the track off, and then you take the track off, and these just slide out of here. Not all diggers have this sort of setup, and I think the 5-tonner, it only came up to here and the ram stayed on the digger side, so it all depends really. But a similar system, you take the grease nipple out and leave the pressure out literally. So I've had a delivery.
That was 6 lamb burgers, 4 shish kebabs, a side order of couscous.
So here we go. 3 new idlers. So these two, of course, for those. And then the one I previously repaired in a previous video a few years ago. I'll put a link below it. I repaired it, and so had this laved out, oversized bearings, new shaft, new seals, etc. After all that work, it maybe was 50 quid cheaper than one of this. So the other side now, after a few years, has started to go. So just might as well just buy a new one really, to be honest with you. And I've gone the same with these. So between, this is totally worn out, so it's worn past the bearings. So to lave that out, get some bigger bearings, get a new shaft, do all the work then. Plus, if you look at the tips of sprocket there, see quite thin there. Show the side. So compare it to my finger there. Compare it to the new ones. Lot thicker tooth. So those have worn as well. So better job completely just to get some new ones really. So that was a decision. We do like to repair and refurb parts, but it wasn't cost effective really. So we've gone this way. But if you want to see me repair one, and you have a lathe and you can do all the work yourself, I had to get someone to actually do the lathe work for me. So you can watch the one below, but yeah, for me it doesn't really work out to repair those. So it's 4 bolts to get these off the rams here. Before fitting these now, see this nice black paint there? You see here is a lump of rust there, there's a bit rusty there. I'll take a flap disc now, clean that down and clean that down so it's metal to metal fit. Because if you leave some rust in here or some paint, it's softer than metal, so over time it could vibrate and this will basically turn into powder and work its way out, and then you'll have a slack joint there just wiggling about really. So clean it all off, metal to metal. You'll get it tight now and it'll stay tight. Okay. So I've cleaned those. See, I've cleaned this as well. It's pitted a bit here, so it isn't as good as finish here, but we're fine anyway. So I'm actually going to fit these today. So these normally and should have some oil in them already, but as a mechanic you never leave anything to chance. So I'm going to take this plug out, check oil, and also at the same time I'm going to wrap some plumber's tape around the plug. So this now will act as a barrier between the two bits of steel, well, cast and the steel plug, to hopefully stop it rusting solid, so we can actually get it off again. Not sure you can see inside there. You can see now a bit of golden oil in there. So these are about half full-ish. So yeah, it's fine. I've also put some copper slip in the hole there to fill up Allen keys, so hopefully it doesn't rust away or fill up with muck really. I've nearly got one side on. So you have to get it pretty close to ground to get enough slack to actually push it over the sprocket at an angle. But high enough then you have to miss out the rollers there. So I'm nearly there really. The sprocket's about here now, so it's the next lump I have to go over. So I got it back on. I probably did something you shouldn't actually do really. So I was holding on with a bar there, hands well away, and then put it slowly to turn. So, and because I was holding at angle, it just about caught a tooth and then jumped on itself then. So just grease it up now.